Hey everybody, it's Thursday, March 6th. I just wanted to do a little update on that guy, the Russian. Before I start, I want to say something. It seems like there are some people who commented that they believe me, and thank you. And the one person said that I shouldn't fear them, and I won't go until it's my time. I know I looked really distraught in that video. I mean, it was really kind of a scary thing, but I don't fear them at all. I have no doubt that until my job is finished and my father is happy with me, he won't allow them to hurt me. Just having it actually in your face is scary. I want to say that I didn't want to post this stuff. I mean, I don't know why this stuff happens to me, man. I don't want to be known as a fearmonger, and I don't want what I say to take away from all the other stuff that I've posted about with heaven and Jesus and His love. Like, I don't want it to discredit me. And I think maybe that's why they did it. Because then I get on here and post about that, and then people that do believe what I said about God and all that stuff are like, oh, this dude's out of his mind. There is no... I don't want to be known as a fearmonger or... Honestly, listen, I don't know why he picked me for any of this stuff. I am nothing but nothing. Like, I always thought he picked me because of the life that I led. It was an example of what God could really do. Like, if He could fix me and show me the stuff He's done, then anybody could get it. But I want everybody to know, like, I did not ask for this. I'm not doing this for any other reason because I want everybody else to go home. I want everybody to be able to feel that feeling. I've said it before, I would sacrifice my life for people to feel this. It's the most beautiful thing you can imagine. I didn't ask to be whatever it is that I am. I see all these dudes on here claiming, I'm a watchman, I'm a watchman, I'm a watchman. I find it hard to believe. Like, I think God picks people. You can't just decide to be a watchman. You can't just decide to be a prophet or heal people. Or God has to do that for you. You have to be close to our Father, or like Saul, you have to be chosen. You can't just decide that I'm a man of God and you should listen to me. Like, I just want everybody to know that I didn't want any of this. I appreciate what He's done for me. I love Him with all my heart. And now that He did pick me, I will do everything I can to show everybody what He really is. But I don't want anything out of this. It seems like even some people on here that I've considered brothers or sisters that I've sent messages to were like, don't believe me. And when it happened, when I saw heaven, that Catholic priest is like, no. And that's a man of God. But because I'm not Catholic, I don't get that. And that's how it seems. Like, a lot of people that would claim to be brothers or sisters are like, that didn't happen to him. There's no way. Or he's doing it for... I'm not doing it for nothing. Except my Father. Alright. Now, when he came to me, one of the people that he named is a person that I consider a very good friend. Like, he's a real stand-up guy. And all he is a family man. He tries to take care of his kids. And every once in a while, he'll help my wife and I out a little bit. And that's who he said he knew. He said that he had an incident with him this past winter while this guy was out plowing. He ran into him and they almost got into it in the parking lot at Mr. Z's. Well, I went and saw this dude today. He hasn't shoveled Mr. Z's parking lot since 1991. This dude insisted that it happened this year. Got him again. I knew. And now, there's people on here who are truly chosen by God, who have had dreams of Russian troops on our soil. And this lady, I love her to death. She's like, I've never met her, and she is one of the... I just love her. She's my sister. I can't wait to hang out with her in heaven. She's funny. She is truly full of God. Her and the Holy Spirit, oh, I stated in one of my first videos that after that it was like I had a tin can cup that I would hear God. I would say something, I'd get an answer. She talks to the Holy Spirit like I'm talking to you. Her and the Holy Spirit are best friends. It's one of the most beautiful things you could hear her speak. That's what it was. That's why I would say, all right, what do you want me to do? Or I just talked to him just like this, and I would get an answer. And nobody believes it. Everybody thinks I'm nuts, but I'm telling you, I would hear his voice. It was the Holy Spirit. I would pray for something, and the one I remember, we were driving down the road. I was with my grandmother. We were on our way to a meeting at Clearbrook, and I said a prayer, and this giant billboard with my answer on it was right there in front of me. But I prayed, and I would hear him. I would hear him. Believe me or not, that's just how it is. I would hear him. And it's not an audible thing. It's like a back of your head, this voice, and you know it's not your own voice. It was a beautiful... I can't wait until he comes back and we actually get to walk around with him. Like, I wonder what he's like. I want to know what his sense of humor is like. I want to know what... I know he's God, but I got so many questions. Like, does he... I have to assume he appreciates beauty. He made all of it. Like, what is his favorite flower? And what is his favorite food? And what was it like when he was here? And I just can't wait to hang out with him. And just walk and talk with him. Anyway. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to tune into this video because there's the word Spetsnaz in the title, and then it's going to be about God, and they're going to click off, but whatever. He lied. He did not have that incident with that dude. And the reason he used that guy is because, like I said, they've been following me for a while, and they know that every once in a while this guy helps my family out, and that was his in. And I've been in there talking to this guy, and anymore when I go in there, I don't take my phone. I know he has his phone there and they can still hear, but they have to know. They know everything. Another way that I caught him, which I meant to post earlier, but I didn't get to. When I was a kid, we went for a mountain ride. And I know everybody's going to say, oh, I was tripping. And we went for a mountain ride, and there was this place called the Vista. It's a lookout point. It's a fire spot. Like, they go to watch for fire. That's what it's originally for. But everybody in the valley knows where it is. Everybody goes up there for their smoke rides. Mountain ride, to get stoned. I was like 19 maybe, tripping. We go up there. And it's a little red gravel road, and it goes straight like this, and then the other one goes off to the lookout point. Well, we decide this one day, let's go back and see what's back there. So we're driving and driving and driving. And there's a turnoff. And we turn off. And now there was 3 or 4 other people with me. So I'm not the only one. It wasn't a hallucination. We pull over in this little spot. There's signs. U.S. government property. No trespassing. With the red, white, blue and that little seal. And as soon as we got out of the car, dogs started barking. Now, I assume that there was some kind of thing set up that when you got out of the car, dogs would bark, because I don't know if it was a manned station, if it was a radar station, if it was just some military installation that has a legitimate reason. Nobody else knows it's there. Nobody believes me. People say, well, I've been to the Vista a million times. Well, listen, man, it's there. You gotta look. Anyway, the point of it is, everybody in this valley knows. And this dude made very clear that he likes to smoke his pot, which I didn't buy for a second. Like, he was trying to make me feel comfortable with him because I used to get high. Oh, he smokes pot, so he's a cool dude. I don't think people that smoke pot are cool anymore. No offense, like, I know it's legal, and if I wasn't the person I was, I would smoke, but I can't smoke. Like, I smoke and it just goes way off in the left field. Like I said, everybody said that there's a... Oh, and he's telling me, because I said I think these windmills were covered. He said that there's this place called the Tubs here. It's a nature spot where the water washed out these giant tubs, and ice cold water, man. Even in the middle of August, it's freezing. He said there's a base under there.